G'day guys, how you going? Brett Paul here. Real quick one with the Nitro 200. In fact, this is a little tip that would probably be helpful to all paramotors, not this the Nitro. I'm having a little bit of an issue trying to get the motor to run a little bit smoother, low end to mid range. High, it seems to be okay, but just low to mid, she's a little bit rough. Thought we'd try and have a look at the pop off pressure. So I took the carby off, checked the pop-off pressure. Now the recommended setting is 14. Now mine was only at 10, just on around 10 and over. It was holding once it popped off, but it was popping off a bit too early. So I've adjusted the spring that's inside there, put it all back together, started her up, and oh my God, it's it's running so smoothly. In fact, it's running the best it's ever run. This is now 130 hours old, this motor. I have recently put in another piston and cylinder because I had an issue with a defective part that was replaced under warranty, blah, blah, blah. So I've got it all back into order now. I'm still in that run-in process, so I'd expect the motor to not run as good as it will in the next 20, 30 hours or so. For me, I was just looking for something that was a little bit nicer in that low to mid-range, like I said. So let's throw it on my back. Now, it might be a bit hard to pick up the note of the motor with the Bluetooth microphone, noise cancelling and everything. So this is not really an instructional video on how to put a paramotor on, but I am fortunate that this is an electric start paramotor. So from a safety perspective, not only an ease of use thing, but a safety perspective, much better. I've got it up here on this mount. So for me, it's always just a case of I always have the kill switch on the other side off. It's just a case of just throwing it on my back now. I'll now grab the throttle. Okay, now I'm going to reach over and hit the auxiliary kill switch, and I'm good to start it. So let's see how she starts. As I said, electric start. Make sure no one's around, which there isn't. Check that return of the throttle. Make sure she's fully open. Fully closed, not fully open. You don't want to fully open before I start it. Okay, so let's give it a start. Okay, so she's idling along. I don't feel the vibrations and the bucking that you usually feel if your carby's not set correctly. So that's certainly something that to have a look at if you're having a similar issue. It's certainly not an advanced thing to do if you've got the right tools, which is easy to do. And if you don't know how to do it, certainly look on YouTube. There's plenty of videos on how to do it. It's a really simple process. Yep, she comes on nicely. Brace myself. Yep, absolutely smooth all the way through, and even back to idle. It feels, for me, with this particular motor, it feels very, very smooth. Anyway, I'll kill her. Okay, let's just take that off me back. In fact, before I do that, I'll just hit that, follow the same process every time. Hit the auxiliary kill switch and just put it back on that table there. She's good to go. So if that's something that you've been struggling with, trying to get your motor to run a little bit smoother, hopefully that's helped some of you guys. Have a good day. See you later.